get into it today, talking about you know, some of these capitalistic tactics. We got DJ Academics getting interrogated in the pre-deposition for Megan Thee Stallion, for the case that she's got going on against Tory Lanez.
Hold on. So they interrogated academics,
You know, they brought him into the deposition.
the police.
Not the no, they're lawyers, Rock Nation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's just in a deposition. His name is being named because
Yeah.
he's running content.
He's running content, and they want to know the extent of, like, you know, who's paying you, are you working for Tory Lanez, things of that nature. It was a really good stream. It was a super duper good stream. Yeah. So I know we're gonna have some
I mean, shit.
But.
I mean, how I don't know how they feel like that, but they probably feel like some type of way. I mean, is he coming from the angle of pushing that narrative that is new evidence in favor from Tory Lanez, from people that was on the scene that said that he wasn't the one that actually shot that gun, that it was somebody else?
I've definitely heard At kind of be vocal about some of the news about Tory Lanez, like when he did the whole video Tory recently did saying he has all this new information going out and he's working with his nonprofit to get people off that are innocent and whatnot. So I feel like the reporting could look like the stuff that makes it to the pages and stuff, the blog pages could seem that Academics is in favor of Tory Lanez, right?
For sure.
But in his fan base, probably
he's been definitely pro-Tory for them. Like,
I mean, we need to know the facts because, like, you know, man, I've seen it time and time again. People in there, man, for wrongful things that they didn't do, and if he in there for something wrongful, what y'all trying to cover up? Why y'all got this man in there?
Yeah,
like, what are y'all trying to cover? If he didn't shoot her and there's new evidence, allow that new evidence in, because I've been serving time, and if the person, and if it was somebody there that's credible saying somebody else did it, why can't this be allowed? It ain't no. Well, I understand. Oh, well, why are you waiting till all this time? Well, a lot of people wait till all this time when a lot of stuff happened, but
that's real.
Well, it just seems like you know, this is a move by the defense, correct? They're the ones.
But they said they were saying this early on,
him, though. But they're the ones trying to subpoena him at this point, correct? It's the defense. It's not the prosecution.
Yeah, it's a defense. It's basically let's pull it up right now. Let's get into this topic so we can have all the information. But it's basically like Meg has a new lawsuit open right now, right? Where she is. Let's read it right here. So Megan Thee Stallion's lawyers grills Academics about stating he thinks Megan Thee Stallion is a liar. Who do you think won this interaction? Okay. So this new lawsuit, let's listen to it first.
Been and asked.
Right, you say it basically anywhere and anywhere you've ever been, and as loudly and publicly as you can. Correct?
Yeah, if I'm speaking my personal opinion, yeah, of course.
Okay, and just so that I'm clear, you were not present on June 12th, 2020, when Miss Pete was shot, right?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't at the party, correct?
No.
You weren't in the car, right? You weren't on the street, correct?
No.
You weren't a witness at all whatsoever, right?
I was not.
So you couldn't actually say that you knew that Tory did not shoot Miss Pete because you weren't present, right?
Yeah, I'm not unequivocally saying that it didn't happen. What I'm saying is,
I'm sorry. Hold on. Start again because there was something I didn't hear clearly. Go ahead.
I wouldn't say, 100%. This is the fact. I'm telling you my personal opinion and my belief. That chick is a liar, and I don't believe liars. So, you know, her story. Again, I accept the verdict. I accept all of this stuff. I don't accept a liar. I think she's a liar. She was a liar then. She's a liar now. She's going to be a liar tomorrow. And yeah, that's it.
Do you believe she perjured herself on the stand at the criminal trial? Is that reason?
I wouldn't know. That would be something the prosecutors would have to answer. But that, you know, we've rarely seen.
Just personally hold and keep to yourself, right?
I've said this anywhere I've ever been. And asked
right, you say it basically anywhere and anywhere you've ever been, and as loudly and publicly as you can, correct?
Yeah, if I'm speaking my personal opinion, yeah, of course.
Okay, and just so that I'm clear, you were not present.
Sounds like Ak was standing on business and really trying to actually push the line for Tory regardless. My major takeaway from this is that the power of media, and once you reach such a high pinnacle that your influence is able to sway consensus, that the potential verdict of a trial might be altered as a result. Just is a testament of like the way that the modern era of media is working.
Man,
Yeah.
YouTube is making big waves, man.
Yeah.
YouTube is making big waves. I've been seeing a lot within these past few months that the influence of YouTube, you know what I'm saying, have been up in these courtrooms, you know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy, regardless of, just like Axe said, like, man, this is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? This is my personal opinion. No, I wasn't there, but this is my personal opinion. Through seeing this character, I feel like they lying. And me searching the facts of the case and studying myself, I feel like that it's a lie. I ain't gotta be there to feel like it's a lie. But I think it's just crazy that they even brought him on, being that he wasn't there nowhere on the scene. He just running content on it.
Yeah.
But that's essentially what they were trying to do, is have him walk back his statements, which influenced so many people in their eyes.
No, I understand what they was trying to have him do, but it's
Yeah.
just crazy for them. Like, they taking these YouTube clips and social media clips and bringing them in to these courtrooms and got him on a legal call, Zoom or live call, or however they did it. Oh, was you there? This and that. Like, man, you ain't even had to do this. Like, I'm just making some content, giving my opinion. So that could be any one of us. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
can drop some content on it, and Lush, that can be you up there. Like, hey, so you saying this? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what I just think is crazy.
Yeah, I think it's fire, honestly. Like I love all of this courtroom ongoings in hip hop right now. Even I know Akademiks at the end of this stream said he doesn't like that rappers are using their lawyers to bully smaller people. I think it is whack that I think this lawsuit is primarily against a smaller creator and Tory Lanez as well for defamation and harassment, as we're like seeing on the screen. And I heard Axe say that the smaller creators definitely their pockets are going to get hurt by this type of lawsuit. But I think this is fair in warfare, you know what I'm saying? And it's given us a view into how these businesses like work, you know, the corporate hand of Rock Nation. Like, you
How
know,
are the smaller creators going to be affected though? And that's something I'm like having a hard time wrapping my head around, because to me it looks like the larger platforms and creators would be more so inclined to be affected by it.
I mean, well, Axe got all the time in the world and he's got all the money in the world to handle something like this. And he's not the person who's this lawsuit is against. This lawsuit is against Milagro Grams and Tory Lanez. So I think Milagro is the smaller content creator who was running content about the case, and I guess was really favorable towards Tory Lanez, and they're trying to prove that he was paying for the favorable coverage, whatever it may be. Yeah, so I guess, you know, obviously the time it takes, the money it takes to defend yourself in a lawsuit against Rock Nation, you're cooked. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You might as well just give them whatever they want if you don't have the pockets to play ball. But I think this is a good little recalibration for the entire media space, because you do got to think, if you don't got the pockets to play with these people, you might want to watch what you say. You know what I'm saying? Because this is, I know a lot of people, they're mad at Drake for the lawsuit, they're mad at her for this lawsuit, but I feel like, you know, this is capitalism. This is the games we play. You know what I'm saying? You better,
Sure.
you know, money wins wars. Money, intelligence, and technology wins wars. If you don't got that, then, you know, be easy. Be easy with the way you talk about me. You know what I'm saying? So
And I feel conflicted about it. And I think often people, one of the reasons why I get referred to as a glazer is because I'm able to look at things from multiple perspectives. I know that sounds like super unself-aware, but like,
cause I like, I don't like, me when I look at situations, like, if it's just not no situations that just you gotta blow up over and just piss you off right to the point where you gotta crash out. I'm a rationalize, and I'm gonna always try
right.
to look at things from both sides of both spectrums.
mhm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always a flip side, and it takes two to tangle. Now, you get called a glazer because when people up here, you know what I'm saying, you be glazing. You know what I'm saying? You just be showing love. But you know
But
what
no,
I'm saying? You
see-
agree with a lot of things that a lot of people say.
But there's a
think.
difference. There's a difference between showing love and quote unquote glazing. You know what I mean? Like, and being
Showing too much love, you come in. You know what I'm saying?
You walk that line.
That's debatable. That's debatable because it's never been an issue in life until I feel like this generation has created. You know, like the whole thing, like giving props back in the day was never looked down upon, but now it's considered glazing. And
I'll
people-
push back. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I've never seen anyone give props in the same way that you do.
That's false because
The same way that you-
because we have somebody that works here who's a way bigger glazer than me.
Waco? But yeah.
No. There's no way to really like slice it differently, but just because
I don't know if he's bigger. I think you guys are on
Pretty equal planes. I'd say though that look, this is what
he's
I
got the most big homies I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
You know, you're
From
not
30
wrong.
different
Not
hoods.
the most big
Crazy.
homies I ever seen.
Like,
That's
are
crazy.
you kidding,
I think
Calling
this
someone
is
Unc when he first meets them.
bro? Like he's man.
This is a problem in hip hop though, right? That we've been dealing with for a really long time. It's like you got to be the Teflon Don. Everybody wants to be the Teflon Don, and I feel like it causes a lot of dissing instead of bigging people up. You know, instead of being like, "Damn, Jay-Z is the GOAT," you know, whatever it may be. Rappers that are just underneath him are like, "Man, fuck that. I want Jay-Z's spot." You feel me? I'm gonna go at him. I'm gonna pop a couple shots, but I feel like in hip hop though, we do need to like big each other up more. Just like even in our communities, like it's cool to Jones with the homies, shoot on each other all day. But we have to big each other up more for sure because
I
just
mean,
even
bro, I'm
seen
like the
Zach
like,
Fox
I
saying
make
this.
fun of people more than anybody. Like I like have the most like I don't give a f- I'll clown all day, but at the same time, in my heart, like I want to make people not feel bad about
Yeah.
themselves. I'm trying to build people up.
I just seen
I
Zach
really-
Fox say this is that in hip hop, like in no other culture do they do their legends as bad as we do. Like we just straight up like disregard them or be like that corny now or yada yada yada. The whole time he laid down a blueprint for you, me, and the next person. You know what I'm saying? So we got to find a balance. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all here glazing, you know they're gonna give it to you. Dog.
No, of course, it doesn't.
You know
It really
that's
it,
a layup.
It,
You feel me?
it doesn't
That's a
bother me.
2-point.
But the whole point is,
you got that brush. You dipping it in that barbecue.
ladle.
oh my
You
god,
keep on hitting that meat. Man,
gotta
it's like, man,
reglaze
it's
it.
enough
That's where
barbecue on that thing.
that's where the flavor comes from. That's where the flavor comes from. It's all the flavor, baby.
Hey, this new album from Ant's gonna be crazy, bro. You
No,
see the
right?
way he's playing 4D chess right now, bro.
No, but here's the thing.
Oh,
So
Nah, that's my
say,
boy. I fuck
no,
with that.
exactly. I say that to say that I'm able to see things from multiple angles. So I do see the negative side, obviously, of creators being restricted, not being able to express ourselves, of if we have an opinion, it being potentially us held liable, and potentially even have to pay as a result. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that right there is very problematic. However, I do think there needs to be some type of regulation on people's ability to just spread blatantly false information.
Well, I think
And-
that this is,
And that's not to say that that's what Act's doing, but that
Yeah.
that's what the main like undercurrent of this story is. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to allege that he's swaying consensus and through false information.
I think it's a bigger plot going on behind this, and Act kind of touched on it in the stream, right? It's like I think this is Rock Nation flexing its muscles, its firepower, and showing people that you know what they'll put them through if they mess with one of their artists. And like he said, he felt like they were trying to get information out of him about bigger artists that you know don't have favorable relationships with Rock Nation right now, like Nicki Minaj and Drake. Trying to figure out if they engage and pay for promo and stuff like that. They're trying to get more information out about their enemies and gather that for whatever bigger move they have, you know, going forward, right? Because it's like they're not just trying to cook this little content creator, right? They want to get all the information that comes out from these depositions to be public, right? Like in the Diddy trial, they put a lot of people on the stand, and you might be a little confused as to why is this person here or why is that person there, but it was to besmirch his character. You feel me? The first day they ended the Diddy trial on purpose, saying that this man likes to get semen smeared on his nipples during whatever little freak offs he's happening. Why do you think they did that? Because they wanted black people to turn against Diddy. They know that if the hood thinks that you're no good and you do this and that is considered weird in those spaces, you're gonna lose a big part of your support group, which was black people saying Diddy ain't do nothing wrong. Everybody knew Diddy was a freak, yada yada yada. The man don't gotta go to jail.
No, you're not wrong. You're cooking.
Right? But then they find out you getting semen rubbed on your nipples. You know,
Yeah.
niggas are, whoa, wait a minute.
But here's the other thing,
You
though.
might have to lock that freaky frog up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will turn on you quick. You feel me?
1,000%. But beyond trying to like they're like alleging that he had enough power to literally change the consensus. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not about just besmirching his character. It's about like making it so that the word, like no other words other than what was used as the testimony in trial is like
I don't even
admissible.
think it for real did no damage. In like in which the way that the world's shifting today, like everything's acceptable. Like ain't nobody tripping about Diddy having that semen rubbed on his nipples. It's gonna be a big celebration as soon as Diddy step out. Motherfuckers gonna be popping bottles.
Yeah.
All that shit. That shit gonna be forgotten.